Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Williams in motion. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. The throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Gibbs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best 3rd down play in the NFL? Don't get to 3rd down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up a first down.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Willie Gay with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
That'll be intercepted. Past the 40. Inside the 20. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3.
Here we go, set. Street.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set. 7 Pirates.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Willie Gay with the stop. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Williams in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They hand it to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Now, faking the give. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Throwing is Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now, this looks like a design run. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Out of a gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
To throw, it's Williams. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. The Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion comes Thomas. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession? Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A run now on 2nd down. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
There we go, set, go.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. And he indeed picks up a Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. Here's Williams. He'll go left side here and complete this one. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point is good. And the Bears will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A run. It's Spiller. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
This one complete right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Williams. That one incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late. And this is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He's got it at the 7. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal.
Let's go.
That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Bears go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It is 2nd and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. A run with Gibbs. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Now on 2nd and long. Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. The Lions call their first timeout. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Bring it.
This drive will start on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get the victory away